Have you ever wondered why you're not making the progress that you want to make? What's holding you back? And if I tell you what's holding you back, what are you going to do about it? You see, I run into people all the time who know what to do, but the thing is they don't do what they know. So I'm going to tell you 3 things that's holding you back. And I'd love to tell you to stick around to the end of the video, but it's going to take me a short time to tell you these 3 things that are holding you back. I'm going to give you the solutions for it. And if you haven't got a few minutes to spare, then that's cool. I hope you find the solutions as to what's holding you back. Hi, I'm Anthony Charles, and whether you're running a business or dreaming of leaving that 9 to 5, I'm here to help you to turn those skills and those ideas that you have into real money by growing your impact, your influence, and your income. It's time to be more, to do more, and to have more in your life, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. So look, let's get into it. Now, one of the first reasons why people are not making the progress that they want to make is because they are suffering from inaction. Just not taking action. Procrastination, putting off for tomorrow what they could do today. They say that procrastination is the biggest nation. Now, I meet people and they say, I don't procrastinate. I'm just really, really busy. Well, that's everybody. Everybody in the world is busy. Some people are busy being productive. Some people are just busy being busy. And some people are busy doing nothing. Either way, if busy is the problem, then what you need to do to get a solution is to get organized. So you got to ask yourself, what can you change? Now, in my video where I talked about how to never be late again, there were 2 things that you had to do for that solution. Number 1 was to get organized, and the second one was to form new habits. So that's what it takes. In my video on time management, again, I talked about breaking down the 24-hour day and getting control of the day. In order to do the things you have to do to get the things that you want to get, you've got to be willing to do enough of the right thing long enough to get the results that you're looking for. So you've got to stop thinking about things and you've got to be doing things. You've got to take action. It's like losing weight. I'm working on losing weight. I look at myself and I think, how did you get here? How did you get to that size? Man, I step on the scale sometimes and I think it's a calculator. So many numbers. And I think, how did I get there? And I start looking back in time. And you know, the one thing that I can find is that I can't see a single time where I ate something accidentally. So it was me. I was eating too much and not exercising enough. So in order to get fit, I've got to eat less and I've got to exercise more. And I've got to do enough of that to get the result that I want. It's as simple as that. Some people go to the gym to achieve that. But if you go to the gym for a year and you just socialize, you walk around, you sit around, you talk to people, you make good friends, but you never touch the equipment, you never do any exercise, you're not going to get fit. The only time you're going to get fit in the gym is when you go to the gym and you actually start doing something. So the first thing that you have to do in order to make the progress is to begin to take action, get the action habit. The second thing that stops people from making the progress that they want to make is staying in the comfort zone. And that staying in the comfort zone is a result of not taking action. Now, getting out of your comfort zone is hard. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Man, I'm losing the weight now. And when I go around the supermarket, you know, like the film Sixth Sense, where he said, I see dead people. Well, mine is different. I hear Sweets talking. I hear Chris talking. When I walk down the Sweets aisle and the Chris aisle, I can hear them talking. Come on, man. Where you been, man? How you been, man? Long time no see. Hey, don't pass me by, man. How you been? They're talking to me. They're calling me. They're beckoning me. Now, when I walk down the veg aisle, total silence. I don't hear anything down there. It takes discipline and it can bring a level of discomfort. You see, discomfort is the gap between where you are and where you want to be. You see, progress requires discomfort. If you're going to start a business, people come to me, they say, I want to start a business. I've got these ideas, I've got these skills. And I say, make a business plan. All of a sudden, discomfort. If you want to get fit, I've talked about it already. It's going to take some discomfort. When you are learning a new skill, it's going to take discomfort. All action, all progress requires Discomfort. Growth begins where your comfort zone ends. So you got your comfort zone where you're comfortable, you're living in there. I talked to you about the discomfort, and that's the gap between where you are and where you want to get to. But the growth and the progress doesn't begin until you leave that comfort zone and get into that zone where it's a little bit or a lot uncomfortable. In my video on fear, I talked to you about all the things that I had to do to overcome my fear to do this. What I'm doing here, what I'm doing now. It took a lot for me to do this. It took years of me putting it off, procrastinating, doing what I could have done a year before, 2 years before. The question is now, what are you doing differently on a regular basis? I'm doing this on a regular basis, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do enough of this until I get the job done. So what are you going to do differently? Are you going to read different kinds of books? Are you going to associate with different kinds of people? Are you going to watch different kinds of things on the TV or on whatever screen you're looking at? Are you going to go to sleep at a different time? Are you going to wake up at a different time? Are you going to conduct yourself in a different way? What is it that you're going to do differently to get the results that you want? Let's talk about people and associating with certain kinds of people. Let's talk about my son. I take him to table tennis class, and I take him in, I drop him off, I come to pick him up. He is beaming. What's up? I was on the table, nobody could take me off. I beat everybody. Now there's 2 tables in this class. One is for the amateurs, one is for the pros. He's on the amateur table and he is wiping the floor with them. Doesn't come off. The next week, I drop him off, I pick him up, he's looking all sullen. The coach has seen his performance, says, man, you can go on the pro table. He didn't win 1 game. I said, that's where you want to be. He says he doesn't understand. I said, no, that's where you want to be. You have to be willing to be bad at something to be good. You have to go through some discomforts in order to grow. You know, now he's going to be in a place where he can get better. You just can't get better if you just dominate. What are you going to sharpen those skills on? So if you're in an uncomfortable place, then you're probably in a place of growth. Stick it out. If you like this kind of video where I share what I've learned through my experiences in life and how it helps me to determine the decisions I make on a day-to-day basis and how it can help you too, then do subscribe, join the family. We'd love to have you on board. Okay, the third thing that stops people from getting the results that they want to get is the mindset. And that's the most important one. In my video on how to overcome fear with powerful self-talk, I gave you 3 rules that you had to do. Remember those rules? I said, number 1, you have to revoke the permission that you've given yourself to say negative things about you. It's too much. It's too much. The things that we say to ourselves, the things that you'd say to yourself, you wouldn't allow somebody else to say to you. So you've got to revoke that permission to say negative things about yourself. Number 2 was to never let a negative thought or a negative word go unchallenged. You challenge that every time you hear it. And number 3 was to make the choice to control your words and your thoughts. And I'm going to give you number 4. Number 4 is always have the last say. That's an extra one for you. Always have the last say when it comes down to your thoughts and your words, because that's going to control your actions. When I'm exercising in the morning and it is challenging, I'm going to say it's challenging. I want to say it's hard. It's hard sometimes, but I always say I'm going to have the last word. I'm going to have the last word. And the last word is, it's getting easier. It's getting easier. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better and better. Whenever that negative thought comes in, and they come to me, I'm human just like you. Whenever they come to me, I will always challenge them, and I always have the last say. I'm in charge around here. As I said many times, your mind is a terrible master, is an incredible slave. You have got to master that mind. And that's what you are doing here. Now, whatever you are doing in life, you're going to win or lose the battles and the challenges that you have in life in your mind first. And that's why the mindset is the most important thing. You've got to focus your mind. Let me show you about focusing, because wherever your mind hangs out, that's where you're going to end up. My eldest girl, years ago when I was teaching her to ride. I took her to this park called Downs Park in the London Borough of Hackney, and I've taken her to ride her bike. Put her on the bike, and you know what we do? Two-wheeler bike. I'm riding behind her, holding the seat. I'm running, and she's pedaling, and then I let go. She doesn't know I've let go. She's pedaling. Now there's a bin in the park, and there's a whole park, and there's a bin in the park, and there's a whole park. There's a bin, but there's a whole park, and she rides and rides and rides, hits the bin, comes off the bike. She was okay. So I run over and I say, how did you manage that? She says, I didn't want to crash into the bin. So she's hit the bin. So I said to her, no, you've got to look where you want to go. You've got to focus on where you want to go. So we turn the bike around. We're going in a different direction. No bin. Now there's a tree. The tree is bigger than the bin. And she's riding towards the tree. There's a whole park to choose from, but she's riding dead towards a tree. I cut my hands and I bellow. I shout her name and I say, look where you want to go. And as I say that, I see her head do this. And as she does that, the hands follow and she doesn't hit the tree. Wherever your mind hangs out, that's where your body is going to end up. Let me give you another story. My middle girl, she's working on her confidence, and I've been coaching her and we've been doing role play. And I had to remind her. I said, look, when you see me and you're out shopping with me and I'm talking to people and I'm making these natural conversations and it looks all good and polished. I said, remember in my video how to communicate like a pro. In that video, I tell the story. I couldn't say hello to people. I had to move 10 coins to be able to do that. So I said to her, remember, what you're seeing here is not what I was able to do. I had to learn it. So we're out shopping and I'm doing my normal stuff, talking to people, and I keep on hearing her as we're leaving. Normally she's just totally silent. As we're leaving, she's saying to the store people and the staff, she's saying, okay, you take care, see you again, bye. And I'm listening to that and I'm trying to be cool about it. I'm being cool like nothing's happening. Inside I'm saying, yes, she's doing it. You know, here's the question to you. What actions are you taking? What actions are you taking next? What are you going to do next? Share it in the comments below because I'd love to see it. Remember, your growth begins at the edge of your comfort zone. So here's a question to you. Are you going to step out? Are you going to do that? Because even if it's just one step, practice makes progress. Not perfect. I only know about one perfect person. They did bad things to him. So practice makes progress, and progress isn't comfortable, but it is so worth it. You see, when it comes down to your mindset, you've got to always have the last say. That's important. No matter what your mind tells you, if you're ready to be more, to do more, and to have more, and to get on that road of turning your ideas and skills into money, then you've got to download my Essential Business Startup Checklist. It's going to give you a clear picture as to where you are on your business journey, and it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do next. All I've got to say to you is keep on being amazing, because you are. Thanks for watching. I made references to quite a few of my videos that support this one and can really help you. The best thing you can do is click on the playlist here, take some notes, and let it play. Don't forget, click on my head to subscribe.